What I want to do right now, traders, is I want to help you when it comes to your trading and simplifying your trading so you're not getting whipsawed, or you can really start to see what's happening here. And one of the big things for me is big profits comes from big trends, right? And big trends tend to happen from a weekly chart trend analysis perspective. So let me take off this moving average, and I'm going to use the Nasdaq here as an example here, okay? Now, here's the thing. Whenever the market goes through different phases, right? We go through uptrends, we go through downtrends, and we go through no trends. And what happens is this, right? Is that in an upward trend, we have these higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low. So as long as we continue to make these higher lows, we're still in an upward trend. But as soon as we come down through here and we actually break the low, so we have this higher low, but see how the market actually broke it. That's also now a possible sign of now going sideways or starting a bear market, because then we come up, we made a lower low, lower high, and now we start this downward trend. But same for the downside. On the downside, now low, lower high. As long as we make lower highs, the sellers are in control. But if the buys come straight back up and break the high on this chart, now we're possibly bottoming out and starting another bull market. And then we come down through to here, we come down, make a higher low, and then away we go. So this is where like big trends come from big profits, right? And so for me personally, with my personal trading, guys, I'm always watching that weekly chart, right? So for example, gold, start of the year, for me, like you saw with the Aussie market and so on and so forth, but looking at this level through here, guys, you can see like big profits come from big trends. So understanding where we are right now is so critical. And as you can see, if I'm just bring up the Nasdaq here as an example, you can see after the COVID, we can see here we had this low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and a higher low, right? So we continue to have these strong higher lows all the way up. So that means what? The buyer's in control. As soon as we actually broke this low, guess what? That was the end of the bull market, right? Then we came down, we made a lower low. Now, guess what? Now we're making these lower highs. Lower high, and a lower high. So that was the down phase. When did that come to an end? When we actually broke it, right? Remember I said before, in an upward trend, the higher lows are the most important part. In a downward trend, the lower highs are the most important part. Because if the lower highs are still making lower highs on this weekly chart, it's why it's so important, guys. Always keep an eye on the weekly chart. We can get these short-term highs and lows on the daily charts, but the weekly chart is there really helping us and guide us through that process, right? So now that would happen, higher high, then we made a higher low, and all through here. And this way, really focusing on the charts. And if we're focusing so much on all the other stuff, inflation, Fed, interest rates, debt, recession, all that sort of stuff, as you know, at the start of 2023, then we actually went right. Then we went higher high, and then we came down just to create a higher low. Then we came up, now we're creating a higher low, the way we go. Right, so all through this process here, to me, I'm always focusing on that big weekly chart, because that weekly chart for me personally is the big trend that really does matter. So that's the first level to this. And then the second level to what I just said there is what's the trend? And is this just the pullback, right? So for example, if right now, right, we had this period all through here, and that was what? That was a good couple of months through there, right? So June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, so that was like 3 months through there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, this is a weekly bar. So this is a weekly chart. So if you're focusing so much on the short-term charts, you're like, oh, the market's in a downward trend. But then if you go back and have a look at this, as this is coming down, this is just a pullback, right? We're not changing trend yet. Lows, higher lows. There could be some form of higher low here soon before we pick back up, because this is just up and then down, right? We haven't actually changed the trend. When do we change the trend? When we start to break the low, right? So there's two forms here. One, big weekly trend. And the reason why I'm focusing on that is guess what? When are the biggest profits made? Going with, right? So if there's a strong trend in place, I want to go with that. Why? Higher success rate, bigger profits, right? So go with that. Big trends equals big trends equals big profits. And so jump on the big trends, and how you utilize that is the weekly charts from there.